I know it's not mixed emotions, but if the Nationals happen to lose, this would be the team you'd want them to lose to.
Well, yeah, if the Nats don't go to the World Series, why not the Cardinals? Having said that, the Cardinals certainly have had their share. Washington, D.C. has not had a world champion since 1924 when Walter Johnson was pitching for the Senators. So, Frank, the city's excited about it, all of our fans. We're still a baby. The ball club's 15 years old, and I've been there for 14 of it now, and I've seen it grow. It's not, a baseball city quite like this yet, but it's getting there. And I'll tell you, our fans have been fabulous during the playoffs.
Now, you have seen some incredibly talented players, but Juan Soto, you've probably never seen anybody this good this young.
That's a good way to call it, because when he came up last year at the age of 19, he's got a two-strike approach where he spreads out, he gets down on his knees, and he's driving the ball to left center. He's hitting doubles and homers, and we're like, this guy's 19, come on. And this year he's taken it to another level, because last year, he came up in May. He had 22 homers and drove in 70. This year he's at 30 homers. He drove in over 100. And Gerardo Parra, a veteran guy who came to our ball club, has really helped him with his defense, as well as Victor Robles in center. But I'm telling you, when you get to watch Juan Soto every day, you cannot believe some of the things this kid can do. He hit one 449 almost out of the right center pavilion at Dodger Stadium 2 nights ago.
Give us something on the competitive level of Max Scherzer. Anybody ever like him?
Bob Gibson.
Oh, very good.
And I will give you a story on that, because I've gotten to know Max's dad, Brad. The Scherzers are from St. Louis, and I've had a couple conversations with Brad, and he told me his favorite Cardinal growing up was Bob Gibson. And I told him, your kid reminds me more of Bob Gibson than any pitcher I have ever seen on a regular basis, and I think that's what Max is all about. He's got fire coming out of his nostrils, just like Gibby.
How about this Cardinal team, who you saw throughout the regular season and you always keep a close eye on? Your impressions?
I think it's a hard-working bunch of guys who like each other a whole lot. I love the first baseman. I think Goldie is the reason the Cardinals have improved their defense so much, because somebody told me in spring training, I forget who it was, he's going to save us 20 errors at first base this year just because of his glove. The guy's outstanding. Marcell Ozuna, when he was with the Marlins, he was a bit of a gnat killer, so we know all about him. But Frank, I think these two teams are alike. Great clubhouses. They seem like they really like each other. They have fun in the dugout after a guy hits a homer. You guys have been doing that line, and our guys dance. And I think it's two ball clubs that knocked off some big boys who very much deserve to be here.
Finally, how many years total? And you have no exit strategy in place, right? You could do this till your mid-80s?
Maybe. I don't know. I'm 66. This is my 36th year in Major League Baseball. And like I said before, hard to believe 14 in D.C. already. You know what? I told the Nats, I'll know when I lose my fastball. I'll come in and tell you. You will not have to tell me.